All right, let's go ahead and go live. All right. We should be live, boys. How's everybody doing? We are, well, getting ready. We're gonna try Emacs again. We're gonna give it a good shot. At least try it. All right. Hope everybody's been doing good. If you're watching this afterwards on YouTube, hope it goes well. We'll see. If you're watching this live, hopefully you're ready for this. Oh yeah, I mean, I knew Matt was going to enjoy seeing GNOME. I knew it. I knew it. Matt's just so happy right now. He's sitting at home. He's like, oh my God, yes, GNOME. Oh, that's exactly what I've been wanting to see all day. So, yeah, we definitely don't have Polybar up. So, let's check out Emacs. So, I guess the main question is do we go with just plain old Emacs, or do we go Doom Emacs? I think we might have to go Doom Emacs. You know, I think we might. Josh, there is no pleasing you. There is no pleasing you. We all know. It's okay. So do we go with Doom Emacs? Or would you guys prefer to see me like really just you need just plain Emacs to install Doom Emacs? Well, I don't think so. I mean, yes, you do need plain old Emacs, but I think Doom takes care of that. So, yeah. Doom is a configured framework for GNU Emacs tailored for Emacs bankruptcy veterans. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Tailored for Emacs bankruptcy veterans who want less framework in their frameworks. A modicum of stability and reproducibility from their package manager, and performance of a hand-rolled config or better. It can be a foundation for your own config or a resource for Emacs enthusiasts to learn more about our favorite operating system. The fuck is this? Emacs is an operating system? Get the fuck out of here. Okay. Whatever you say, big boy. Features, minimalistic. Oh God. Okay. Minimalistic good looks inspired by modern editors. Sounds good. I don't know that I'd say Emacs is minimalistic, but okay. Curated insane defaults for many packages, major OS and Emacs itself. Sounds good. A modular organizational structure for separating concerns in your config. Wait, hold on. Let me catch up on Doom Emacs. Okay. Spacemacs or Purcell. I've heard of Spacemacs. Haven't really checked it out. A community-driven Emacs distribution. Is neither Emacs nor Vim. It's Emacs and Vim. Interesting. Spacemacs is a new way to experience Emacs, a sophisticated and polished setup focused on ergonomics, mnemonics, and consistency. Like B for buffer, P for project, S for search. Okay, so far, I gotta be honest, Spacemacs seems like it's probably, like that right there is just a big selling point. Jesus Christ. Like that's one of my big things about just regular old Emacs is it is just the key bindings make no fucking sense. Doom is good enough for a Vim user, to be honest. No, Doom doesn't. Everyone is doing Doom. You need plain Emacs first. Doom won't install. I don't know, Josh. I'm pretty sure on Arch you just install Doom Emacs. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. I think they package it all up for you. I mean, I don't know on Fedora, obviously. Bald check vlogging in the woods. I've done that. I have a video of me in the woods. It's like a meme video. I think my mom was recording. I was just walking. I acted like I'd never been outside before. Space Max is really bloated though. What happened to OpenBSD? Nothing happened. I just want to do game development, and I tried out Godot. I have a video up on Godot on OpenBSD. Godot's the only game engine there, and it's really not great. And I don't really want to make Rust the only way I can ever make a game. I think it's kind of like, for especially what I like doing, which is 3D game development. Yeah, having an engine's kind of fucking nice. Stallman uses Emacs. Yeah, I don't care what Stallman uses. I'm going to be honest. Like, I'm saying this in the nicest way possible. I could give two shits less what Stallman uses. Stallman has no idea why he has, like, either arthritis or carpal tunnel. Like, I can tell you why you got problems, brother. I see the key bindings you use. I can tell you why. TinyCore had a minimal Emacs version too. Yeah. I've never been able to use TinyCore for shit. I mean, it works, but there's like nothing on TinyCore. Space Max is considerably heavier than Doom. That is nuts. Because Emacs is already not that small. Yes, you can make it more minimal. You can rip out parts of it. But it's not exactly minimal. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to be doing some game development here on the channel here before too long, so. Vanilla Emacs and suffer. And not as well optimized for speed. Fuck. I don't know. Hold on. Let's give Space Max a try. All right. Let's see. Install. Git clone this to emacs.d. So, like what? We just install Emacs and then we just run this command. That's it. Download. Oh fuck! Wow, that was really fucking fast. Holy shit! Oh wait, hold on. Before I completely forget to do this. Oh no, let me rename. Emacs logo. Let me drop this. Let me cut that. Go into my pictures. Go into my assets for thumbnails, and I'll pop that in there. Well, DT, I did not realize I had all this in my freaking picture drive for assets for thumbnails. That's hilarious. I don't know why I have this one saved, because I don't need that. Move that to trash, because I've already got that. I think I used that in a thumbnail. That shit cracked me up, man. I had to save it. That shit was so funny. DT is not a white supremacist. Like, that shit was so funny. I saw that. I don't know why it's in here for my thumbnails. Like, I guess I tried to cut that out for a video. I have no idea. But yeah, I just was not expecting to see that in my assets. Let's see. Hey, Space Max is good. Then I went to Doom Emacs because it's faster. Then I made my own Emacs config for work. Okay. Josh, I'm sure you would walk me through vanilla Emacs, but trust me, like, that's setting me up for failure. Like, I will fucking hate it. I can already tell you. Starting from Emacs and then building up from vanilla, I'm gonna fucking hate it. Like, I just will. Okay, so let's see. Prerequisites. All right, we're gonna need git Emacs, rip grip, GNU Find, optional, FD, improves file indexing performance for some commands. Okay, let's just go ahead and install Emacs, all right. Let's do a sudo yum install Emacs. Give it my password. Go ahead and install that shit. Trust me, we'll install evil mode first. I'm telling you, I'll still fucking hate it. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. You should stop hanging out on /g. I honestly have no idea where that is. Like, gonna be completely honest. DNF. Dude, I know so little about Fedora. What's the difference? Like, I have no idea what the difference between yum and DNF is. I thought they were used interchangeably. I have no idea. Oh, yum is a symlink for DNF. Oh, okay. I had no idea. Like, it's genuinely. Oh, okay. That's probably why I don't understand the difference. It's been so long since I've used Fedora, and like, because the last time I took a look at Fedora, I did everything through the software center, because I wanted to treat it like how's the experience as a new user, you know, like a new user or someone who's new to Linux is not going to be doing a whole bunch of shit from the terminal. So I just tried it doing everything from the software center. That just goes to show it's been a long fucking minute since I've used Fedora. But yeah. Luca, you left BSD. I did. It's only because I want to do some game development, and it's not OpenBSD. It's just the Godot performance is fucking terrible. It's really bad. It's really, really bad. And Godot already is not the best 3D game engine, for being honest. I know we can have an argument over whether or not it'll be the best when Godot 4 drops, but look, Godot 4 ain't here. So, okay, so let's just go ahead. We're going to clone this, and then we're going to do the Emacs install shit. Wait, what? Huh? No. Let me copy this shit, because apparently that button don't work. There we go. Boom. Oh, I totally forgot this takes a while. Generate environment var file. Sure. Sounds good to me. I don't see why not. Thanks for asking. We are on Fedora right now. OpenBSD for the win. Yeah, I mean, if we're being honest, if I don't end up doing game development for that long, I'll probably be back on it. Like, let's just be honest. I really like OpenBSD. It's pretty freaking nice. Yeah, I was gonna say yum is the older stuff, guys. Now it's DNF. Gotcha. I will know that from now on. I always thought they were just interchangeable. Like, I thought they were always just the same shit, different toilet, you know? Like, it's how I've always thought about it. Just use Windows. Yeah, I mean, I do. I mean, I've got it. The computer's completely ripped apart over there, but that's besides the point. I've got my Windows machine over there. It's got my 14 terabyte drive in it. I need to go ahead and finish that thing up and just put it out in the living room again. I actually use Windows 11 on it. That's what's installed on it right now. Like, literally right now. Windows 11 works fine. I mean, I use it as a gaming machine anyway, so like that's why it makes sense to run Windows on it, because I can play my Dead Side, which I actually found a program that I'm going to try out. It's a program for, like, it lets you essentially take an Xbox controller and map buttons and stuff from the Xbox controller, and essentially lets you play games that don't support controllers with the actual controller, which is kind of sick. I have no idea how it's going to work. I'm going to try it out on the computer, because if I can play Dead Side, like, which is like my favorite survival game, it only works on Windows, but I still love the game. It definitely won't be everybody's favorite. It's not the most popular game out there, but God, I love the game. And if I can play that, like sitting back on the couch with a controller, it's going to be perfect. Oh, and by the way, guys, we're going to be sitting here for a second. All right. Download and install the all the icons fonts. Yeah, I want all that shit. Give it to me. Okay. But before you doom yourself, here are some things you should know. Don't forget to run doom sync, then restart Emacs after modifying the home.doom.d/init.el or doom the packages.el file. Okay. This command ensures needed packages are installed, orphan packages are removed, and your autoload/cache files are up to date. When in doubt, run doom sync. Cool. If something goes wrong, run doom doctor. It diagnoses common issues with your environment and setup and may offer clues about what is wrong. Use doom upgrade to update doom. Doing it any other way will require additional steps. Run doom help upgrade to understand those extra steps. Access Doom's documentation from within Emacs via SPC HDH or control dash, I'm going to assume that's standing for control dash HDH or m-x doom/help. Man, those are some super easy, just super easy things to remember. Okay, so all I need to do to get to the documentation is SPCHDH. Super simple. As we all know, I guess that's space H space D space H. I don't fucking know. Sounds good. So if I run how do I even start up Doom Emacs? Do I just load up Emacs? Yes. Okay. Oh, that's right. I always forget. Wait, hold on. Is Doom in like... Okay. So yeah, if I click on Emacs, I'm just going to get Doom Emacs. Cool. Okay. Cool. So space H, okay, space, okay, so it's space HDH. Okay. Doom Emacs documentation. Cool. Sick. Now here I have so many questions, but let's do this. Doom is a configuration framework for GNU Emacs 26.3 plus, tailored for Emacs bankruptcy veterans. I still do not understand what in the fuck that means. What is an Emacs bankruptcy veteran? Huh? Who wants less framework in their frameworks and the performance of a hand-rolled config or better. It can be the foundation for your own config. Yeah, okay. Doom is an opinionated collection of reasonable and optional defaults with a focus on performance, both runtime and startup, and on abstraction, light, readable code design, so that there is less between you and Emacs. Yeah, that's always my worry. I'm like, can't just let me get closer to Emacs. Like, that's something that I'm always saying. You know me. I'm always like, if only I could get closer to Emacs. That's my main problem with Emacs. I'm just not close enough. I can't hug it. Like, So table of contents, release notes, documentation. Here we go. Let's getting started. Just type space H for help stuff. Which dash key will give you the rest of the key bindings? Okay. It's just an Emacs config. Oh, okay. Why Doom Emacs specifically? Well, because I know building up Emacs from just vanilla Emacs, I won't like it. Like I'll very much dislike it, because I've tried that before and it's not good. I really don't like vanilla Emacs. I fucking hate having to build it up. You don't want to. I don't want to what? If you want to open a file, do space period to open the file system. Wait, hold on. So space period gives me the file system. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. Interesting. Okay, cool. Okay. All right, let's do reading. All right. Let's get in here. GNU Emacs is one grand old adventure, let alone Doom Emacs. Before you start, you'll need to set up Emacs, Doom, and its packages, then learn how to take care of your new puppy / operating system. Hold on, let's take a break here, because I feel like I need to do a little bit of research before I start commenting here, because I need to know what the basic definition of an operating system is, because I'm pretty fucking sure Emacs does not fall into that. An operating system is an interface between a computer user and computer hardware. An operating system is a software which performs all the basic tasks like file management, memory management, process management, handling input and output, and controlling peripheral devices such as disk drives and printers. Yeah. Based off of that definition, I'm going to assume that Emacs is not an operating system. But if you want to educate me, please do. Because, look, I can be a pretty big dum-dum. Let's be honest. This guide will gloss over many technicalities so you can get up and running as soon as possible. A more technical user manual is in the works for aspiring contributors who want a deeper understanding of how Doom Emacs works. If you feel like we've missed something, join our Discord server and let us know. Okay. I don't think we need to install it because I'm in Doom Emacs. Doom Emacs. Let's go down here. With Emacs and Doom dependencies installed, next is to install Doom Emacs itself. Yeah, don't worry. I got you, homie. I got you. You're installed, baby. It's all good. Hold on. Let's see. The bin Doom utility. This utility is your new best friend. It won't spot you a beer, but it'll shoulder much of the work associated with managing and maintaining your Doom Emacs configuration, and then some, not least of which is installation of and updating Doom and your installed packages. It exposes a variety of commands. Bin Doom help, which will list them all, but here is a summary of the most important ones. Doom Sync, yep, we got you. Synchronizes my config with Doom Emacs. It ensures needed packages are installed. Yeah, we got you. We read you. Doom Upgrade, Doom env regenerates an envar file, environment var file. The envar file, that thing, which is a snapshot of your shell environment that Doom loads startup. If your app launcher or OS launches Emacs in the wrong environment, you will need this. This is required for GUI Emacs users on Mac OS. Okay. If Doom misbehaves, which is, I'm reading Doom Doctor now, the doc will diagnose common issues with your installation system and environment. Doom Purge. Over time, the repositories for Doom plugins will accumulate. Run this command from time to time to delete old orphan packages with the G switch to compact existing package repos. Use Doom help to see an overview of the available commands. Doom provides. Okay. See. Install Doom manually. No, I could give a install Doom alongside other play. Oh my god, I don't care. Update and rollback. Fuck me, man. Like 15 minutes in with Helix, and I already learned some cool shit to do with it, different key bindings. This is like more about managing and how to build up my text editor instead of learning how to fucking use it. But okay. Update and rollback. Doom is an active project, and many of its 300 plus packages are in active development as well. It is wise to occasionally update. Perfect. Up downgrading to do migrate. Bruh. Configure. Is there anything about this is the getting started? Package management. Oh my god. Bro, this is nuts. Like, this is genuinely nuts. Voice of True, how's it going? Stupid question. NeoVim versus Emacs. I mean, I'm not a big NeoVim dude, but I can pretty much tell you NeoVim. If I were an Emacs fan, I'd be offended by your tone. It's just honesty, brother. I'm not very excited. I mean, everybody who's ever come into me trying out Emacs should know it normally doesn't go with excitement. And by normally, I mean every single time does not go in with excitement. Normally don't come out with excitement either, but you know, who knows? I'm keeping an open mind. Doom Emacs does not use package.el, the package manager built into Emacs. Instead, it uses its own declarative package manager built on top of straight EL. Perfect. Because, I mean, that's always my problem. I'm always like, the package manager in my text editor is just not good enough. Let's get a new one. Packages are declared in packages.el files. You'll find one in your Doom directory and in many of Doom's modules. Read on, learn how to... Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. You Emacs users, please God, let me know. How many fucking packages are you installing in Emacs? Like a lot? Is that just normal? Like, just constantly installing shit to Emacs? Edit that file, then space. Doom is not even in your path yet. The Vim documentation is the same, is kind of the same, to be honest. I don't know about that. Oh, wait, hold on. Is there like a Vim tutor like thing here? Because that would be epic. I mean, hold on. Let's see. Update and rollback. Is there like anything in here that even remotely load order, common mistakes, configuring, do troubleshooting? There's nothing. Okay. There is literally nothing in the getting started here about how to use the fucking thing. What? I mean, well, yeah, there's plenty of stuff on how to use it. And by use it, I mean install extra packages, update, migrate, but nothing about like, hey, bro, you want to know how to do stuff? Nah. Like edit text files, or there's nothing in the getting started. That's sick. That's epic. Of course. How's it going?
Okay. I need to interject for a moment and stop you right now.
Okay. Enlighten me.
Okay. Oh, I got the stream going here. Let me just take a moment to pause it. Okay. So you are jumping right into like learning this the hard way. No,
wait, hold on. Don't make it out like it's my fault, bruh. Like, I'll load up Doom Emacs and there's a getting started guide and I'm getting started. So I clicked on what I'm doing. I don't think this is my fault.
I know. Their documentation is horrible and it's very misleading. It's just like Vim, because the Vim documentation getting started guide does not mention Vim Tutor either. So this is what you do. You use it just like Vim.
Okay.
It's literally Vim.
But at that point, why am I using it if it's just Vim? So wait, hold on. Doom, let's do Doom Tutor. Someone said that. No, it's an unknown command. That's epic.
Yeah, I think you have to launch it with Alt X and then type in Doom Tutor in Emacs itself.
Alt X, Doom Tutor. No, okay, yeah, no match. Doom.
Okay.
Doom / Tutor? No.
I know Doom Tutor actually is a thing, but I've never used it because there's this guy named DistroTube. He has this wonderful Get Noob's Guide to Doom Emacs.
I've heard about this guy. I think his name's Derek, but it's been a while since I've seen that video. But I did watch it. I've seen his videos on Doom Emacs.
Yeah. So this is what you're gonna do. You are going to do :O, just like you would in Vim. That's your open command, and you're just going to go. You're just going to type in .doom.d/init.el.
Wait, hold on. I think I need to do the home directory / dot. Doom.
Oh yeah, you do need to be doing this from
and there's no tab complete. That's awesome. Doom dot doom dot d / what?
/init.el.
Init.el. No windows to delete. What the fuck? Okay.
Okay. Do a space period just to pull up the file manager. The file manager, by the way, is called DRED.
Okay. So
in the event you ever need help with it.
Doom. Okay. EL. Okay. So I'm in the init EL file.
Okay. What that is debatably your primary configuration file.
Okay.
You've actually got 3 of them. But this is the one that with all the wonderful nifty features that Doom Emacs ships by default, everything with a semicolon at the front of it is a comment.
Okay.
So what you want to do is for all the things that you want to enable, you just uncomment them.
Okay, so if I wanted Chinese or Japanese, I could uncomment that here.
Yeah, you could just uncomment it.
Okay. Now, see, here's the problem. I don't even know what I would want to change in here. Highlighted indent comment.
So you want to do some syntax. You want some syntax highlighting in the code, right?
Yeah, sure.
What languages? Just scroll down and it'll list them.
Okay. Okay, checkers, syntax. No, I'm going to assume that's not what I'm looking for. Tools, OS, lang, types.
Yep.
Types of.
Yeah.
Okay.
For tools there. Yeah, all the things that you're going to want there is the tools, and that's basically your primary syntax highlighting. What tools are is basically just your IDE stuff, and then lang is your syntax highlighting. My bad.
Gotcha. Okay, so wait, hold on. Did I skip? Oh, I did skip past tools. Okay, so let's see.
But you'll see that tools will have stuff for team working inside of Tmux. You'll have Ansible stuff, editor config, and so on. And they do the comments off to the right. Do mention that, and then where it says fix me, it means that there's something wrong with it.
Okay. Let's see. So, do we have Rust down here? We do have more Markdown org. Oh, there's Rust. Cool. So let's get Rust in here. I do want Python as well. Let's see. Anything else? I mean, I got C. Boo. I don't think so. I think that's it.
All right, so what you want to do is you'll want to escape back in normal mode and then just do like a :W to save the file. And then still in normal mode, you're just going to hit the space bar and then HRR. And what you'll notice is that when you're pressing like that key sequence, it'll pull up like that whole option there on the bottom where it'll actually give you the full printing of all the keybinds too. And how you learn Doom Emacs is you just sit there and read the screen, and it will tell you what keybinds to be using as you're going through all the keychains. Which I know Matt's a big fan of keychains, by the way, so you should totally be using Emacs.
Oh, Matt, thank you for the super chat, brother. I love how people are still like telling me to go with vanilla Emacs. It's so not happening. Like the people who want me to go with vanilla Emacs really, really don't want me to like Emacs.
Well, after you set up evil mode, vanilla Emacs gets a lot better for like UVim users. Me personally, I still use the default Emacs key bindings because I secretly hate myself.
Yeah, I'm definitely not doing that.
Yeah, but what you want to do now is you actually want to restart Emacs. There's a keychain for it, but since you didn't launch it through the client, you can also just close it and reopen it.
No, I'm fine with that. Let me just reopen it here. Okay, I've got it reopened. So wait, hold on. So now that we have that in there, if I load up the file browser and I go into my, what the? No, there is no way did I really? Hold on. No.
Did we not back up our stuff properly?
I did not. I fucking nuked all of my Rust programs. Epic. That is exactly what I was hoping for. I was thinking, why don't I just nuke all of my Rust Fuck me, man. Oh, that is awesome. Okay. Well, let's see. Shit. Okay. Well, I was going to test out the Rust autocompletion, but I guess not. You know what I will do? I will git clone. What is suckless? I always forget the DWM because I did install the C shit. DWM suckless.
It's git.suckless.org/DWM.
I love how you remember that off the top of your head.
You're welcome.
I've ran this command so many times and I still don't remember it. All right. Okay, we got that downloaded. Now let's open that up in Emacs. That's such a weird statement for me to be saying. Let's open that up in Emacs. drw.c. Let's open that up. Okay, so let's see.
Now, because you didn't enable like a C IDE, you're not going to get like the automatic completions for a lot of the stuff. It'll still automatically like bring up like the closing for parentheses, brackets, and stuff like that. But it's not going to give you like actual code completion. But it does give you some very wonderful syntax highlighting, which is probably like my favorite part about Doom Emacs is actually the syntax highlighting more than anything.
Okay, so I have to enable something else to get actual like code completion.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure on what it is because I don't use that stuff.
Fantastic. Let's see, what is it? So what did I need to enable? Ansible?
Not quite Ansible. Ansible's for like something else entirely. I'm looking.
Oh, LSP maybe. Well, no.
Give me a second. I'm looking it up. Because, you know, Emacs C library.
Well, I'm fine with copying. It's Smoig. I'm totally fine with copying someone else's Emacs dot files. Totally fine with it.
Oh, well, in that case, then you should git clone my build of Emacs down. It at least respects your XDG home directories.
Sounds good. I don't even space FR find recent files. You'll use this command all the time. It's real time saver. Okay. Auto completion is company mode and LSP mode or eglot.
Oh, okay. So what you'll want to do is the Emacs command line tool is brought up with Alt X. Alt will be like your meta key.
Okay.
So like the documentation will call like M. But what you want to do is just type in company dash mode, and that'll turn it on.
Company dash mode. Okay. Complete anything. Company mode disabled in current buffer. No, I don't want to disable it, you dumb.
It'll disable it because you're not currently looking at a C file. So it'll just disable itself.
Okay, so, but, okay, so if hold on, space FR, let's see, drw.c. Oh my god, okay, wait, there was errors there. I didn't even see it, but okay. Yeah. I think I started to get it. Does it just take an insane amount of time to pop up? Okay, there we go. No, I am getting code completion. It's not the best, but that's not the point. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I don't really use this stuff, so I just don't know. When it comes down to like writing code, I'm that guy that's just gonna write down like everything myself. Because you know I respect my tab key too much to you know use it for completion.
I guess so. I mean, sounds good. It's a lot faster, but sounds good. Respect that tab key, baby. Okay, so I mean, I'm not having a terrible time.
Yeah, I mean just like when you're not doing like when you're just running around the text file, it's no different from Vim because of how wonderful evil mode is.
Yeah.
But and then like I personally prefer like the file browser in Doom Emacs to like all the Vim options for like the file trees. And NetRW is honestly garbage. I tried to make it good. I really did try.
Wait, hold on. I pressed enter and somehow now all I have is the file browser. Okay.
What you want to do is Doom Emacs, or well, Emacs in general works off of various buffers. So think of Emacs as like an actual window manager. If you do like a Control X B, which is the default keybind, that'll actually list all of your open buffers.
Oh shit. Control X B. Oh wait, all of this shit is open?
Yep, that's all open right now.
Okay. So I have to use the arrow keys to go up and down in here.
Yeah, you have to use the arrow keys. I think Control N and Control P will also work.
So how do I get rid of a buffer?
Control X kill, or Control X K.
Okay. Kill buffer.
And it'll list up all the buffers, and then you just select and hit enter on the buffer you want to kill.
Okay. So see, it's just tab complete, so I do have to do arrow keys. I don't like that, but it's okay. So if I go down here to this messages and then enter, it's still there.
Yeah, messages will always be open because that's where like you'll get your Emacs error messages and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
The scratch buffer is just going to be a empty buffer you can just type things into. It's you can't save anything inside of it. So that's like your Vim start screen. The Doom buffer you can close.
So like this, I could kill that.
Yeah.
Nope, that switched over to shit. Control X B, go in there, then Control X K to kill, and then select Doom, kill that. Okay, I still have it down in here. Let's just try killing an actual fucking file, not something with exclamation points next to, or asterisk next to it. So if I do Control X K, and then do init.el. Yes, kill it. And I'm still in here. Hold on. So if I switch over to drw.c, which is where I'm at, Control XB, load up the buffers. Control XK, let's kill. And it's okay. So init.el is killed. So if I kill drw.c,
yeah, you don't have to control. If you just want to kill a buffer, you don't have to do the Control XB first. You can just do Control XK from just normal wherever you're at.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep. That'll just pull up that buffer window again to list out all the buffers.
So I guess my next question would be, actually, I have no idea. Seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it's fairly straightforward. You never want to mess with anything that's if you get around to tinkering with like the configurations, you want to configure everything in your .doom folder rather than .emacs, because .doom will overwrite anything in .emacs.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. So like in your .doom folder, you're gonna have those three files: the init, the config, and the package. The package.el folder is where you list packages that you want Doom Emacs to install. And I don't know the syntax with that because I just don't use anything like that because I just prefer vanilla Emacs over Doom.
I don't know. I'll probably be sticking with Doom because it has a lot of stuff just pre-set up. I don't have to mess around with it. And wait, hold on. Let me respond to chat for a sec. Felix, I don't know if I answered your question, but I am running Wayland right now. It's just stock what Fedora runs. Are you still going to use Helix? Probably Smoig. Probably, but I don't know. Who knows? I might be using Doom Emacs just for the lulz. Yeah, brother. A lot of us have the same haircut. Trust me. I've sort of found out over time. A lot of us look very similar here in the space. Smoig. Evil mode, you can do :Q like Vim to kill a buffer as well. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's way better. Way better. Okay.
Oh yeah, that also risks closing the whole window though.
Oh, that's right.
Sometimes you don't want to do that.
If it's the only buffer open, it will close the entire window.
Yep.
Gotcha.
If you want to do stuff like splits, by the way, you just do Control X and then 1 or 2. 2 is a vertical split. 3 is a horizontal split, or I might have that backwards.
Okay. I don't really do a whole bunch of splits anyway, so probably won't make use of that for a while.
But sometimes it's nice to do that. If I'm using anything like Maggot, which is the Git client, I'm gonna open that up in a split rather than just a full buffer, because I always just run Emacs full screen anyway. So it just makes sense every now and then. It's just like if I'm gonna open up something temporarily, I'm just gonna open up in a split.
Let's see. Zaney Blue ways to OpenBSD install a favor of GNOME. Well, I was not planning on going here. Like, let me make that clear. But yeah, I am pretty fine with large, sudden changes. Definitely, 100%.
I am curious what led you to Fedora with GNOME. I mean, I can understand Fedora, but they offer like all the desktops.
They do, but if we're being honest, Fedora doesn't focus at like fucking at all. Like barely any resources are put towards their other like desktop environments. Like they're pretty much on. Nobody will like really talk about it, but they're practically on life support because that's their primary focus is elsewhere.
Fedora barely does anything to GNOME.
That's my point. That's my point. So if they're not doing a shitload with a GNOME, you can bet your fucking ass they're not doing a lot with KDE. That's for damn sure.
Well, no, but like the majority of like the KDE developers actually do use Fedora's KDE spin.
Mm-hmm.
So you're actually getting like as close to direct support as you possibly can for if you want to use KDE.
Yeah, but I just went with GNOME or Fedora, just regular old 35 because that's what I had on my Ventoy drive and what would boot. Literally, the fact that I tried to install Ubuntu 3 separate fucking times on this machine, and every single time it was a different error, like installing Ubuntu, a long-term support release, no less. Kind of really disappointing. Arch had problems too. I couldn't get Arch installed. I don't
Gentoo?
know. Look, if we're going to be completely honest, if I'm going to leave Fedora for whatever reason, I'm going to have to leave to Void because I'm going to respect the recommendations of everyone on YouTube. And it was either Arch or Void. Those were the two highest ranking ones.
So you already asked people. Okay.
No.
So if you're going to be installing Void Linux, don't use the Void Linux installer. Just do the root file system install, which basically you just install Void just like you would Arch Linux. That's the best way to do it.
I don't know. I've used I don't know what I did. I'm pretty sure I did the basic installer last time I did Void, and it was fine. It was good.
Well, I'm also a savage, and I like to use Btrfs.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care. I mean, I tried installing with ZFS on, it's ZFS, not XFS. Yeah, ZFS on Ubuntu. That and just a regular version, either would work.
Or if you want to go even spicier, Nixos.
See, Nixos didn't even make it on the list. Like compared to everything else, it got so little votes. But the people who voted for Nixos were the longest comments to my post asking about what I should use when I come back to Linux were from Nixos people. Like they had the longest post, like detailed on like why I should use it, why it's great.
Well, I honestly had like this opinion about Nixos. Just like it's the greatest distro that I've never actually met somebody that actually used it until like I was in like a Mumble call, and I actually encountered somebody that legitimately used Nixos. So I asked him. I asked him just like, so what is so great about Nixos? And he literally linked his Nixos configuration for me, and he said that he uses that same configuration on 138 machines at work. And like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he has the same machine on all these other systems. So I'm thinking, that's what initially encouraged me to look at Nixos. And I would probably still be using it if like the two tools that I use the most worked on NixOS.
Well, see, I'll go ahead and talk about my problem with NixOS, okay? And it's a very petty, it's a very stupid reason that I didn't install it. But look, when you go to their website, you go to Get Started, and there's as soon as you click Get Started, you go to the Learn page. You have Install Nix, First Steps with Nix, and How Nix Works. And again, Nix is the package manager, not NixOS. So I click on How Nix Works because I want to learn about the package manager. And the second header down, I think I stated, I have a video that's going up tomorrow, and I think I said something wrong. But anyway, it's not the third, it's the second header down, Complete Dependencies. Let me just read this off and explain why I didn't go with Nix. When you're making a package, for a package management system like RPM, you are supposed to declare its dependencies, but you can't easily guarantee that your dependency declaration is complete. If you forget a dependency that you have separately installed on your machine, then the component may build and work correctly on your machine, but failing on the end user's machine. Nix ensures that package dependency specifications are complete. Under Nix, a build process will only find resources that have been declared explicitly as dependencies. There is no way to build until everything it needs has been correctly declared. If it builds, you'll know you've provided a complete declaration. Once a build is complete, ongoing runtime dependencies are detected automatically. Now, let me just make this clear. This section here is apparently, from what I've been told by the people who actually use NixOS, this is for setting up a build environment or something. This doesn't actually have to do with the package manager in general, because this would make it seem like you have manual dependency declaration. You have to manually specify all of your dependencies.
That's when you're building the packages.
Yeah. This reads like you have to manually manage all of your dependencies. You don't, but it's very misleading. Or at least it came across very misleading for me.
It does come across very misleading. Bear in mind, this started as like a programmer's theory project for the Nix package manager, and then people just spiraled it into NixOS as a result. And the big thing is that a lot of people that love programming are also using NixOS, and it's not necessarily like the common user that's using it, because you have to configure the operating system with a programming language, of which this is the only resource you have for it, is this website.
No.
So I understand where you're coming from here.
Reading this now, I find it pretty clear that this is relevant mainly due to package authors. Wait, hold on. Reading this now, I find it pretty clear this is relevant mainly to package authors only. Well, as somebody who's just a troglodyte and comes across the website, it just is very misleading. But then again, I have no idea. I should probably give Nix a real try. But
that's honestly like the best way to go about it, is with a real try. And on Fedora, all you have to do is just sudo dnf install virtualization.
Oh yeah, but I don't do anything in VMs, man. Nothing.
Yeah, but you could.
Oh, I could. Just yeah,
right here, right now.
I could, but
let's
spin
up a VM in about let's spin up a VM in like 10 minutes, man.
Well, see, but the problem I have with VMs is it's not at all representative of how it'll work when it's actually all in your system. Like I've had OSs that I've tried out for like days in a VM and been like, this is really, really good, and then installed it, and it's nothing like it. Like, I'm not going to say a specific name of a distro, but I know a small distro that works inside of a VM splendidly. But won't boot. I mean, I literally have to fix the distro for it to boot on a real machine. And then when I get in it, a lot of the programs that work inside of a VM are completely broken on a real machine. And I don't even know how that's done. But that's something I don't like it, because it's not fair, because I might really like it in a VM, talk about it in a VM and be like, this is really good. Try it out on hardware and it's shit. I've done that a couple times, and that's why I don't use VMs anymore. I don't.
You're all you're doing is just configuring a text file to install Nix, and you work with that enough, and you'll learn that basically teaches you enough on how to actually get it installed on real hardware. I don't recommend blowing up your system and installing on real hardware the first time.
I don't know. Everyone seems very worried about me blowing up my system. Like, guys, I do it all the time. You already lost
all your Rust projects.
I didn't really lose them. They're backed up. I just gotta go get them. They're on some flash drive around here somewhere, but that means Wait, hold on.
Are flash drives actually a good backup policy?
Here. No. I mean, well, not long term. Hell no. But when you're going to be just switching, they're great. They're fantastic. They're easy.
I mean, I guess the only thing I've never used a flash drive to actually move files. I've only ever used a flash drive to install a Linux distribution.
Oh,
that's
okay.
it.
I was about to say, like, wait, hold on. You've never used it to move files, but then as soon as you said I've only used it to make ISO or like make bootable drives, I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, technically, if you want to be technical about it, yes, I have moved files with a flash drive, but I used it for installing operating systems. Yeah. I've never even actually formatted a file system on a flash drive, just with like the intention of moving like any documents around or anything, because it's just like I'll just transfer everything with SSH.
Oh, Smoy, that's actually a good idea. Yeah, I haven't even thought about that. I should make a repo for my Rust projects. That's so true. I don't know why I haven't already done
doing that.
Exactly. No, I wasn't. Well, I mean, again, I've only got the basic Rust projects that I was doing from the Rust series. And it's like, I mean, it's not like they're important. It's like a guessing game and like a random number generator. It's not like I have like Rust projects. They're like real projects, like important, or that I'm making. It's just the tutorial shit that I've done so far. But still, I mean, I should have them up in a repo. The Nix repos are massive, and you can take advantage of them without even using a config. For instance, Google Chromium binaries are officially packaged, and you can get it now.
Yes, and it's a self-developing build system. It's actually really cool, because if a binary package does not actually exist to begin with, when you go to install the package on your system, the Nix build service will actually build it and then send it down to you. So sometimes when you go to install a package, it might take a second or two for it to actually install. But what you're telling the Nix project is that somebody needs that package, so they're going to build it and cache it for everybody. And it does that every 72 hours for every single package in a repository.
Okay. Mintalk, well, you can use Magit to manage your Rust Git repo. I'm sorry, but I will not be using Magit. I won't be using it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I have no interest.
It's really cool.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's super neato. But that would see, like, here's my problem with Emacs. Like, brother, if you weren't here, I have no idea where I'd be with this. Like, I would not even be enjoying the like. I have no idea. Like, okay, so
well, why do you think I called you?
And that's my point. Like, for some reason, like, I don't know. Like, I prefer to use programs that I know I don't need to be there for someone else that I recommend to use it. Like, if I'm a necessary part of you using the thing that I recommend you, like, I don't like that. Like, it's a personal thing. It's just, it's how my like brain necrosis works, but like that's just how I think about it. Like if I'm a necessary part of someone using, if I'm a necessary part of you trying something that I use and enjoy, and if I'm not there when you try it out, and the odds that you're going to hate it are very fucking high because me being there teaching you is a critical part of enjoying it or even learning it, that's a big problem. Like just from a software like standpoint, like there's a lot of pride in the Linux space, which I think most people here could probably agree with this statement, but there is a lot of pride in things being very, very, very poorly documented, and the people who will sift through that documentation and learn it take immense pride in using that thing because it's extremely difficult for other people to do it. And that's why you're prideful of it. And that's like, you should be prideful that you're using a program that's easy for other people to get into and enjoy.
Well, you know, there was this period of time where just like I would be that guy that was like running around saying that, hey, defaults fucking matter here. Can we at least care about them? And yet I would get so much fucking hate because of just that statement alone. It goes like, but the defaults don't matter because, you know, they can just access the settings. I'm like, okay, we're on KDE. Where do you access the settings to like adjust your desktop icons? Because you open up the system settings, or at least this was a early KDE 5 that I had this debate. If you wanted to change like your desktop icons in like KDE 5.0, you had to open up system settings. You had to go into the global theme, hit the customize button, and then hit the icon, and then hit the edit button on the icon.
Yep. Oh, dude, my thing, like it all boils down to this. It is still to this day. I will put my balls inside of a machine like crusher, and if this is wrong, still to this day, if you want to change your double click, like when you're in a file browser in KDE and you want to have, instead of single clicking a file, open it, double clicking instead. Now, if you go,
yes, good luck.
Yeah. You might think that's in your file manager settings. It's not. You might go into your settings in KDE and go to file settings. It's not there. You might think, well, maybe it's in, well, I mean, it does have something to do with mouse, might be in there. No. Where would it be? Oh yeah, in workspaces. What the genuine fuck is wrong with you, KDE? Like that, what? Like in workspaces? Huh? Like, it's very weird. If you want to use Emacs, you have to love the Lisp programming language with this kind of syntax. Just shitload of.
To be fair, if you're a programmer and you have never used Lisp before, and I'm talking about like the experience, if you're the experienced programmer, you will quickly fall in love with the parentheses in Lisp. Because, you know, that parentheses does everything. Like that the parentheses replaces quotes, it replaces brackets, it replaces curly braces.
I have to ask you a question. Have you ever seen brainfuck before?
Yes.
You could say that as a plus about brainfuck too. Because look, I mean, it's all condensed down to just, you know, a handful of symbols. That's all you got to know. Like, fuck letters. You know, that's bloat. Why not just condense everything down and just, you know, this. By the way, this is an actual program.
Yep.
Just so this right here is an actual program in brainfuck.
You know, when I was submitting my college thesis, I had to submit it twice because I submitted it the first time written in brainfuck.
Oh my god, you're a savage.
Yep.
Yeah, I bet the professor was not happy with that.
My professor had no idea what the hell he was looking at because, you know, I was taking a master's in music.
What the fuck? Oh my Christ.
But I did get my college professor to install Gentoo.
Did you like it?
Yeah, he actually really liked it. He was like he was a computer hobbyist like way back in the day of the retro Linux days, where it's just like you were doing stuff like Gentoo on a daily basis.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. We got a whole bunch of people talking about Lisp. Um, I love hobbyist scripting and programming, but I have to say I dislike Lisp syntax a lot. I really don't know enough about Lisp to even comment on it. I can just tell you, it just doesn't interest me, like, at all.
That's why you use Doom Emacs. That way they write all the Lisp for you, and the most thing that you do is you open up the configuration file that just to change the default name of Maggot when you actually get around to using Maggot.
So it's :O to open a file, and then if I just do CWMRC, so I can't just tab complete. Okay, so O does not do that. Okay.
Yeah, the :O does not support tab completion, but the file manager itself actually does.
Oh my god!
So rather than :O, you'll have to use a space period to open up the file manager.
Okay, so.
Which, to be fair, I'm a Dvorak user, so I prefer the space period over the :O.
Yeah, I mean it's not bad, but like I don't know. Like my thing is I just don't like I know for a fact there's like 70,000 different things in here that I'm just never gonna use. And this is true of even vanilla Emacs. There's a shitload of stuff that I either don't want or won't utilize. And then especially with vanilla Emacs, there's so much configuring to get it to a usable state for me. It's ridiculous.
I mean, some people have done that with Vim too. Have you ever looked up the how to use Vim guides and then watch like a how to get started with programming and then watch like how the first 70% of the video is just setting up Vim?
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of people do a lot of configuration with Vim. Like, I mean, I'm one of those people. Like, I'll make life harder. Like, instead of just installing NeoVim, I'll just use Vim and then build it up. But it's mainly just because I like most of building up Vim is just picking out your fucking plugins. And if you're like me, that takes like 25 minutes because you're just like so picky. You're like, okay, maybe this one, maybe.
Yeah, bear in mind, my Vim RC is only 6 lines long, so I don't do a whole lot with Vim. Oh, my bad. I use like 5 plugins because they looked cool. I don't actually use them on a daily basis.
Well, okay, so I'm using Doom Emacs. Yes, quit out of here because I'm not going to do any changes to it, and I don't know. We'll see how I'm gonna keep using it. I'm gonna keep using Doom.
Yeah. Now, if you ever want to remove Doom and then stick with like vanilla Emacs, all you have to do is just rename the .emacs.d and .doom.d folders. Well, actually, just rename .emacs.d to anything else, and then you'll get vanilla Emacs. And then if you ever want to go back to Doom Emacs, you want to remove the new .emacs.d folder that would be created, or it might even just call it .emacs, or it might even be in .config/emacs.
Don't worry. At this point, Doom Emacs is sticking around until Fedora gets nuked. I'm not going to go through the hassle on installing it.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, also, I'm going to try to keep using it, so who knows. Be normal nano. Oh, God. Ooh. Riff.
I've seen some people with some pretty wicked nano configs.
I'm sure. But that's like pimping out your Fisher Price, car. Being like, you see the fucking rims on this shit? Like, Cool, Timmy. Awesome. Epic. Like a pimped out Nano is just like meh, meh. I don't know.
I mean, I have a Carolina Lean for my pickup truck.
A what?
It's called the Carolina Lean. It's where you drop the back suspension, so your car is leaning backwards. lighted. The leaf spring shackles broke, so that's why my truck leans like that.
Well, like, look, let's be honest. It's not a Fisher Price truck, all right? So it's a little different.
I mean, it kind of is. It's a Ford Ranger.
It kind of is. There's so many Ford dudes right now. They're gonna be so pissed. They're like, look, it's not a fucking Fisher Price toy, all right? I love my Ford. My grandfather actually just bought a Ford truck. Actually, he got an old, or not. It's not like it's old. It's like a 2012 or something like that. But he picked it up. It's like it's a beat up like farm truck. So he's all excited. That's the best
kind of truck.
Exactly. I lost so much respect for you, Arch. Well, I mean, I lost respect for Arch as well as soon as it wouldn't install. You know, like rough. I don't know why it wouldn't install. Micro is way better than Nano, brah. Oh, is it really, brah? Is it really? I'm wait, I love how I just searched Micro text editor. I mean, it looks just like Vim, if we're being honest. Like,
it kind of is.
Like, I mean, this looks even more Vim-like than Helix does. Oh, it has full support for the mouse. Ooh. Okay. That's pretty neato. Oh, no, Scott, I don't think we're Oh. Oh, wait, hold on, Greg. I'm going to call with Josh right now, not Scott.
I'm sorry.
Micro isn't modal though. Oh, yeah. Okay. I prefer modal.
Well, you know, I just prefer what gets the damn file edited at the end of the day. I could give a damn as to what I'm actually using to edit the file. Well, actually, I will give a damn if we're like throwing Ed in that mix. Fuck Ed.
I don't even know what Ed is.
It's the text editor for punch cards.
Text editor for punch card. Wait, hold on.
Yep.
What?
Ed, the text editor. It's the best.
Ed.
I guarantee it's on your system because it's a GNU core util.
Pronounced as distinct letters. Oh, so it's not Ed, it's ED.
Okay, fine. It's ED.
Is a line editor for Unix and Unix-like operating systems. It was one of the first. What the dude? This thing literally came out almost fucking 50 years ago.
Yes, it predates monitors.
And like, let me just hop back just a little second. You did say that you don't like Ed, right? Or were you saying you? Okay, good. Okay. Because if this was like your favorite text editor, we need to have a little bit of a talky poo.
That said, you know that Unix server that I talked about?
Yeah.
That's the only text editor on it.
I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if like Ed was like pushing too new for it.
It's not pushing too new. Not yet.
Dude, from how you've described that system, that system, like that system in telegraphs, like we're in direct competition.
I mean, it's got a 26K dial-up modem, so you know, like it postdates to telegraph, kind of.
Just a little bit. Come on.
Just a little bit.
Genie text
Telegraph
editor
was
is
still in use
fine.
when, that modem came out. It's just not as prevalent.
Well, I'm actually surprised. I mean, I didn't immediately stop using Doom or just get repulsed by it. So like
You were just about to. That's why I called you. Like, we need to save Emacs here.
Yeah. But see, this is my roadmap. Getting help, contribute. Like, bruh, where the fuck is the true getting started? Wait, hold on. Documentation. Okay. Getting started. We've already tried that. That's a complete waste of time. General configuration. Why is it called Doom? Is Doom... I'm a beginner. Can I use Doom? This isn't a choice I can make for you. The answer should be yes. Like, what? How new is new? What are you new to this shell? To programming in general, or just Emacs/Vim? What? Dog, how does the documentation answer a fucking question with
It doesn't.
with 4 different questions? If all of the above is true, then Emacs is a rough place to start, Doom or not. Emacs main draw is unparalleled extensibility, but anything so accessible has a learning curve. Cool. Like, how about, yes, no matter what your learning level is, there's going to be a learning curve, but here's a great place to get started. Nah. And we'll try to help you if you ask, but expect a hefty commitment and a bumpy journey. Like, it's a terrible sales pitch. Don't pass up on the documentation. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Eat my dick. It'll work you through setting it Doom up and includes link. Oh my God.
Let's take a moment and go to vim.org and read their getting started guide.
Okay.
I think it's like vim.org or whichever the Vim website is.
Is this really Vim's website?
Yes.
Are you you're fucking shitting me. This is their website? No.
Yep.
Oh my God. I'm talking mad shit about Emacs and Doom here. Holy fuck. I've never went to Holy fuck. We need to have a renaissance of these text editors. Jesus. This is crazy.
Bear in mind, it's worse when you disable Dark Reader.
Oh my God. I'm disabled.
Well, actually, now that you're caught up on the stream, it might actually look a little bit better, but it's still pretty terrible. And then the documentation on vim.org is far worse.
Fuck, that is terrible. So bad about Vim. All right, let's go in here. Vim, what is Vim? What Vim is not. Vim is not an editor designed to hold users' hands. It is a tool, the use of which must be learned. Oh my God, you're actually not. Okay, well, hold on. Let's go down to the actual documentation. You have to be fucking kidding me. This is the documentation. Jesus Christ. Okay, we need to have a rule. Like, you're not allowed to fucking write software if you can't write documentation. Like, what the fuck?
Now, you want an example of better documentation?
Sure, hit me with it.
GNU.org/software/Emacs/manual.
/Emacs. Hold on, no, we're just going to the Emacs page. Okay, not found. Sick. GNU Emacs
/software/Emacs.
Oh, GNU.org/software software/Emacs. Okay. This actually looks decent. Now let's see that fucking documentation, boy. Okay.
Now, this immediately drops you into something that, like, it doesn't look like shit, right?
Yeah, like their website actually looks half decent. Like it doesn't.
Like, this is something usable. We can read it on. We can read the manual online.
Vim's is fucking scary. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like this website is horrifying. It is. It is like. Oh my god! Could you imagine? Could you imagine if someone who's a professional web designer was to take a look at this website? Like this is atrocious. It is horrible. It is not only do you have this photo here, which is just there's not even fucking words, man. I don't want to be rude, but it is just fucking weird. Like,
not to mention that this is an ad enabled website too.
Which is, dude, I mean, we are scraping the bottom of the barrel when it comes to advertisers who would want to throw their shit up on this website. Jesus.
And it's just like, I guess it's all right, the fact that nobody looks at this fucking shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've used Vim for forever. I've literally never been to the website in my entire life. And I'm so thankful because I would have never used Vim. Oh my god. Like, and the sad thing is like, this is great here. This is great. They've got a great article on doing some great stuff in impoverished areas. But when that is like, I'm sorry, but I didn't come to your website about a text editor to find out the great things that you're doing in Uganda.
Mm-hmm.
I somehow, that's, I guess, a hard thing to know. But so where was I supposed to go for the documentation? These manuals, Emacs, they are also distributing Emacs.
Yeah, so you want to look at the GNU Emacs manual because, we want to learn Emacs, right? So we want to read the manual online. You can also purchase the book if you want.
Keys and commands.
Yeah, and if you read this, let's just start from the top here. Well, on the, I guess we got the table of contents, and then let's just go straight to the introduction, and it sits there. It explains Emacs to you, and it's like this is what like Vim documentation should look like, outside of the text editor. Like this is actually useful.
Well, see, like, I don't understand how it's even fucking debatable inside of any software community. But, like, documentation is kind of important. Like, fuck. Like, how are we still talking about that? How do we have idiots that are like, nah, documentation ain't shit. It don't mean anything for me to be able to, like, easily learn. Like, what? This is really good. Like, this is actually really good documentation. Like,
you write your open source project. You've done a little bit of scripting, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
How often do you go? Let's just say that you made a script and you didn't really put a whole lot of comments into it or anything like that, but it's always just kind of worked. And then you come back to it like 5 years later, and you're sitting there going like, "How the fuck did I come up with that?"
Yeah. Well, but that's the thing. Most of the things that I don't put any comments in is like, whoa, Luca, racist time. What?
Let's talk about your Uganda comment.
Oh, I don't see how that was right. The photo's just weird. Like, I came to a text editor and it's a dude holding up a drill at like a work site. Like, yeah, that's fucking weird. Like, because you also, if you go to their website, like the formatting's so weird. Like, it's just Vim turns 30, more news, and then a kid holding a drill at a work site. And you're like, what the hell? But it's all the way over here. It's, for some weird reason, positioned over here. The power tool for everyone. See pictures of Brahm's latest visit to Uganda. Like I don't. I didn't even notice that. The Power Tools like has a Vim on the side of it. I literally didn't even notice that. Wait, hold on. So is there a power tool manufacturer named Vim? Hold on. I'm so Power Tool. Vim Tools.
I was not aware that was a thing.
Yeah, there is actually a company that makes tools called Vim. Interesting.
Serving the automotive industry since 1931.
Damn.
Oh, I can request a warranty.
Somehow now I've dived into power tools. Okay. This stream is all over the place. But yeah, see, this documentation is really nice. And it's like actually got a whole bunch of, okay, so like following URLs. Load a URL into a web browser, the browse URL package. See, like this is like actually nice. This is some nice documentation. Vim, I would love to find your documentation that's not the VimDoc project. Okay, VimDoc. I'm here. Oh my God. Yeah, this is pretty bad. Vim as an XML editor, plain text, HTML. Oh no, wait. Hold on. Vim user manual. Okay. This is not terrible. 2 manuals, Vim installed using the Vim tutor, copyright. The first steps of using Vim. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this text is small as shit. Let me just zoom in like 1,000 times here. I mean, the documentation's not bad here either. It's just fucking buried.
Mm-hmm.
And like starts out like fucking this tiny. Like I might as well zoom out all over here.
Now, let's pull up the page source here. Our text size. Let's see if I can find that.
NeoVim's better. I mean, I like I like regular Vim. NeoVim's fine, but I've never really gotten into NeoVim.
The only time like I've ever actually looked at like a good argument for NeoVim is when you set up a Vim to the point where it's an IDE, so you have like the 10,000 line Vim RC file, and then you realize that the Vim syntax is actually kind of slow compared to Lua.
Oh, he's saying the website. I mean, well, that's not hard to beat, brother. That's not hard to beat.
It's not hard to beat.
Fuck.
Let's see, neovim.io. It already looks a lot better.
Ooh-wee. Project status, current stable release, 0.7. It's actually up to date too, which is, again, more than we can say about Vims. Let's go into its documentation, general. User manual. It's taking notes from Vim, from just Vims, just fine, but it's actually still better. Like, I'm not a big fan of the way that it's put in here, but it's still better. Let's just be honest. I'm not
I'm not a fan of any website that forces a a center margin like this, and then still uses that left weight. Like, I guess that it looks cool, but it's not exactly what I would call functional, you know?
Well, I mean, just center it. Like, why not? But then again, I mean, at this point, we're making small gripes, tiny gripes. Vim tutor and help commander documentation. I don't know about that. It's still not documentation. It serves the point of documentation, but it's still not documentation.
It does. The problem that I have with like the Vim help pages is that capitalization matters when you're like searching for stuff. So like I was trying to figure out how to like use nerd tree, and I didn't realize that the Vim nerd tree you have to have like the first half of nerd tree capitalized. So I'm doing like a :H nerd tree. How does this thing work? Command not found. And I'm like, what?
Hold on. So Greg said, okay, I know you guys are a bit younger, but Vim was built in the early 90s before web design. So hold on, before you interject, let me finish this, okay? Before web design was much of a thing. Then their focus was on the code, not the website. Their focus is on the code, not a website. I think someone else built this site for the dev back in the 90s and it hasn't been touched since. Vim ships their docs as text with source. Shipping your documentation as a text editor as text is probably not the way to go about things. But also, even more so, just because it was made ages ago doesn't mean. Look, when you have like pretty much one of the most popular text editors out in existence, there's no excuse for not updating your site. There's no excuse. Like
I mean, you could just
if that site, if someone's still paying for fucking hosting on it, trust me, brother, there's something to be said for updating the website. Something. Well, actually, hold on. Let me check about this. Let me see when, when is this post from? See pictures on his Google Photos. Let's see when this is. See, this is 2020. So the site has the site has been updated. Like
it was updated with this blog post that was probably written in Vim.
Yeah. This was in March 2020.
Yeah, really what we need to do is the guy that maintains Vim, I can't remember his name right now, but you know, he needs to like put out a tweet or like post a GitHub issue or something go like, "Hey, can somebody redesign the website and actually make it usable for me?" That'd be great.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you people will fix it for him.
Dude, no lie. There is a strung out meth head out there who could really give this website a big overhaul. And it'd be awesome.
You know, Matt could make a better website than this.
Actually, you know what? Speaking of which, let's compare Matt's website to Vim's website. Hold on, let's do a side by side comparison, okay? Let's take this over here. Let's take this over here, and let's go to TheLinuxCast.org. Okay, now I'm gonna move this over like so. Now you guys tell me which website looks better. Actually, wait, hold on. I have Dark Reader on over here, so let me turn off Dark Reader. Okay. Now, Matt whipped this site up in very little time. Copying it's mostly plain text. I would say Matt's website is objectively better.
Yeah, just a little bit, you know?
Just a tiny bit, just tiny. And also, what I would really love to know is why in the fuck there are ads on this website. Like, why? Because I'm telling you, the ad revenue that they're getting off of this site is nothing.
Probably nothing. In the meantime, you can go to 10lej.com and look at a better website compared to the other two.
Let's see Josh's website. No bacon found here.
Exactly.
What the why? You ain't got no bacon?
Nope, no fucking bacon.
What the hell, man?
I didn't kill my steer yet. I don't have any bacon.
Okay, let's see. News. Upcoming server maintenance.
Yes, I hardly post on this website, you know?
I ain't judging. Audio samples. Let's see. I've been working. Here's some audio samples from a current setup. Pulse Audio Cinema Desktop. That's literally a raw recording.
That's literally raw recording in a tarball.
Okay. Wait, so is this just testing out your audio?
Yeah, it's just me with raw audio samples.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Honestly, I haven't put too much effort into it since.
This is a pretty nice website. Gotta be honest.
Yeah, you know how that website's made? It's made in Emacs.
Of course it is.
I just write everything in org mode and then export it off to HTML.
Yeah, pretty solid website. Wait, hold on. You're on Facebook?
I have a Facebook account I don't log into. I log into Facebook once a day.
We have, wait, hold on. This picture right here. Nice.
What picture are we looking at here?
The Pokemon picture you got on your Facebook.
Oh, yes, the Pokemon picture.
Yes, sir.
Yep. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Flareon, which Flareon is the best Pokemon that nobody uses.
I've actually never checked out your repositories on GitHub.
You want to use GitLab. I moved to GitLab. I just haven't updated that link.
Ah.
Yeah, it's gitlab.com/10lej. For all like the modern stuff.
Let's see what you got going on over in your Git. Again, this stream has completely changed gears. I have no idea what we're doing now. Oh, let's check out your dot files. Yes. All right, boys, let's review Josh's dot files here on stream. All right, let's check out his bash RC. What you got going on in here? Okay. I definitely did not just pass gas. That did not happen.
Give me a second. I think I might have an update for the dot files. Let's see. Git status.
Bash RC looks good. Looks good.
No, the dot files are actually up to date.
Yeah. Radeon top? The fuck is Radeon top?
It's like HTOP, but for your GPU.
What? This is a thing. Wait, hold on. What? What the fuck? I've never heard of this.
You've never heard of it before?
No. Oh, yo, that's sick as fuck. What? How have I not known about this? What the fuck? This is cool as shit. I did not even know this existed. That is so cool.
You're sitting there, your game, and go like, man, I'm kind of curious what my GPU's doing right now.
Yo.
It supports colors, too.
This is cool as shit. I'm definitely going to be checking this out. Holy fuck. Okay, so already I can say I'm gonna rate your dot files at this current moment in time a 7 out of 10 already. I mean, because again, I can't give it a 10 out of 10. I'm not sure. I haven't dived in deep enough. But for that, you're already getting a high score.
Oh,
fuck.
thanks, buddy.
That is awesome. Emacs client-C-A Emacs. Sounds good.
Yes, because you need to call Emacs client, and then -C sets the name of the window that you're going to open, and then you need to call -A Emacs. That way it tells it that if the Emacs server is not running, it'll boot up the server. That way, if you accidentally close Emacs, it opens back up a little bit faster.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought I was going to sneeze there, but I'm not. Let's go into your .local/bin folder. Let's see what you got
going on. There's not too much
here.
in there.
Now playing tunes.sh. All right, I got to see this.
It's a script file. Just watch as MPD.
Yeah. No, nothing that special. Oh. Man, I need to go back and because I just remember getting so many. I removed it out of my dot files and I don't have it anymore. But I need to remake my insult script that like insults you throughout the day, because I just remember getting so many messages from people who would check out my GitLab and then see that, then I just get the funniest messages like, what the hell is this thing? Like, it really insults you just throughout the entire day. I'm like,
Oh
yeah.
correction. The now playing tunes script that watches Empress or MPD tracker is the one I'm using nowadays.
Mm.
The what now playing tunes does is it'll put the song it'll watch an Empress enabled music client, and what it'll do is it'll print the artist of the current playing song in one text file and put the song name in a different text file, and then you can just put those into OBS Studio and then have that little nifty printout of the currently playing song.
Wait, hold on. Greg said, you're missing the point. Anytime there was people that were interested in doing a Vim website, it turned into a big argument about how it should look and function, so it never happens. Bro.
Vim is a one-man project. He can just say what happens.
Or just pick one dude and let him do it, because I'm telling you, man, like there cannot be an argument over how it should look when this is the current state of it. Like, fucking pick one and move on, because it can definitely be improved. Yeah, poor his laptop for sure needs Windows 11 for just battery life. Because that, trust me, if any of you guys were around when I was using the laptop that he's talking about, I gave him the Dell G5 laptop that I was using. It benefits heavily from Windows, even Linux. I mean, it's fine on it, but battery life wise, Jesus, it is like hours plus using Windows.
Before like the 5.14 Linux kernel, the System 76 laptop I have, that was the case for like any distribution that didn't support the System 76 drivers. Like that would net me like 6 hours of battery life for the laptop. You're like, wow, that's insane.
Am I watching the new Emacs enthusiast? Yeah, Peter, probably not the enthusiast, but I will keep using Doom. Don't know that I'm going to be. It's not really a one-man project like people seem to think, but I sent a link to the mailing archive.
When I say that's a one-man project, there's one man that approves the commits and the merge request, as well as the releases. That's what I mean by the one-man project. The rest of the community can go fuck all, because, that's the guy that actually runs everything.
Yeah, I mean, if there's one dude that can veto shit, like, he needs to veto everybody else who's like, he just needs to pick one dude, like, just one guy out of the community. If everybody else gets butthurt about him, fuck him. Like, let him be butthurt, because that shit needs to be improved. Like, big time. Hold on, let me see I want to see your Qtile config.
I think it's just a default. I might have set the text editor.
No, this seems like the default.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything different in here. Wait, hold on. Let me see. It looks pretty default to me.
Yeah, it's just that like I have Python installed, or I have Qtile installed. I'm just not using it yet.
No.
Right now I'm currently working on a OpenBox config.
Oh, Felix, have a good one, man.
And then like I don't like my left WM config, so that one's probably going to get redone. My awesome config is garbage. So like I keep nuking it and restarting from scratch because it's just like I fucking hate that configuration file.
I started using Emacs in 1995 and OpenBSD in 1998. Both are still a huge part of my daily workflow. I would not dare to guess how much time and effort I have saved over those 2+ decades.
You you have used the tool that works best for you because it is the tool that you know how to use. So, at this point, the tool that you are currently using is going to be the best tool for you, and you will be most productive using the tool that you know how to use. It's the same exact reason why we can't just pull any video editor and pull them off of Adobe Final Cut and put them on Kden Live.
Yeah. Even though Kden Live's simple, if you're used to something else, it's different. It still takes a learning curve. Oh, yeah. But at the same time, I'm kind of envious of somebody who's been using OpenBSD that long, because you've gotten to see exactly how far it's come. I'm not very familiar with on OpenBSD's history, but Jesus, it has gotten, even in the time that I've been checking it out since I think I started checking out like right before 6.9 released. So I checked it out originally in 6.8, and dude, from 6.8 to 7, 7.1, there's been a lot of improvements, like big time. Zaney is in the middle right now. Not yet an Emacs user, and not yet and not an OpenBSD user anymore. I mean, it's not like I won't go back. It just depends. If I'm going to keep doing game development, then it'll probably be a while. But yeah.
Well, probably what you'll do is you'll just use OpenBSD on another computer.
If my Gigabyte bricks wasn't so atrociously loud and also like pretty fucking slow, like even with something optimized on it, I'd probably use OpenBSD on it, but it's too damn slow for that. I mean, it's slow with something that's meant to like not focus on security but performance, and it's still slow. So yeah. Yes, Moig. I have to apologize to people all the time for that, because YouTube will just delete comments without me like ever seeing them or having a problem with it. It's fantastic. It's great. All right. Oh, wait, hold on. I do have a question. Do you use Tmux?
Yeah.
I should check out Tmux. I really should. Haven't.
If you're gonna pull out Tmux and you want to not immediately hate it, you want to pull down my tmux.com file.
True. Yeah. Well, I mean, when you know, like when you know quite a bit about a tool and the tool gets more features, because you already have that foundation, you can learn the ins and outs of a feature pretty quickly. It's I don't know, like the longer you stick with something, the more you get ingrained with it, which isn't a bad thing. It's actually a plus.
It's really just about muscle memory.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like everything in Emacs is completely new to me, and so requires a lot of learning. Which is, I'm not opposed to learning, but also, I don't know. I feel like somehow through the channel I've like displayed a personality of someone who's like a programmer or someone who does like a shitload of stuff in tech inside of text files all day long. I really don't. I just do that shit on camera a lot of the times where I'm messing around with config files and stuff like that. It's not normally me. If I'm getting paid for something, it's typically C# development, and a lot of the times my freelancing ends up being for shitty mobile games that people like who don't have enough sense want me to like develop a certain part of for them. Like,
you want to talk about shitty mobile games? I just very recently decided I was going to attempt to play Genshin Impact and not pay money on it. They're trying real hard. I almost gave them $1.
See, Genshin Impact is to me, it is the most aggressive of the phone games, where it does the whole create a problem so we can sell you a solution deal. Like it's one of the worst at that. Like it will just create problems through playing it, where it's like, this might upset you, but don't hold your horses. For quick 99 cents, we can fix this problem. Don't worry, the problem will creep back up in an hour, but that's besides the point. Go ahead and give us that 99 cents and your problem will be gone. It'll be great. I hate that with games. I hate that. Like, well, Genshin Impact's not that bad about it, that they try and sell you so much shit. Like, aggressively sell you shit.
Well, at least they're being honest about it.
I mean, yeah.
It could be worse. It could be Raid Shadow Legends, which is not a sponsor of this stream, by the way.
It's not. But then again,
I briefly attempted to play that game too, and that game will brick wall you into paying it.
I've never played it myself, but I have a friend who started playing it, and I can't remember what it was, but he spent like $10 on it, and he was so upset because like it wasn't all at once, like it was over the course. And he was like, dude, he's like, as soon as you spend a little bit of money, like essentially they treat you like you're a whale. Like they just try and extract as much money from you as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Yeah, I have not played. There's not many mobile games I play. There's just really not. Actually, you know what? What we could do, just because we've already done the Emacs portion, I guess. I don't know what else we do. I could load up a game, and we could talk while we're doing that. Talk about whether or not I should use Void.
Well, I do have 080 freshly compiled.
Ooh, I might be down for a game of 080.
That said, I have not played 080 in like 10 years.
Oh wait, hold on. I have coins over here. So hold on. Should we do a coin cost? I can't speak. Coin. Okay.
A coin toss.
Thank you. I think I had a stroke there. Okay, so I have a quarter. So we could do a coin toss between Nixos and oh my god, I'm definitely having a stroke. I can't fucking think. Nixos, or we do Void Linux. We could definitely do that.
Okay, I'll call it.
Okay.
Which one's which? Heads for Nixos?
Yeah, we'll do heads Nixos, tails is Void.
Okay, I'll count to 3 and then you flip.
All right.
1, 2, 3, heads.
You got it, brother. Heads.
Yeah.
Okay. So it looks like I'll try out Nixos next. Interesting. Doctor in Emacs or PL. What? Men talk. You're going to have to give me a little bit more there.
I have no idea where you're seeing that.
It's in chat.
Doctor in your Emacs.
Yes,
Yeah,
Emacs.
Emacs does have a tutor. You just have to figure out how to open it.
Exactly. We tried. I couldn't figure out how the fuck to open it.
Let's see the Doom tutor thing. Let's see.
I mean, I've used Arch a lot, and I would not say Void's close to Arch. Like, completely different package manager. Void doesn't use systemd, does it?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, that's right. Run it. That's where run it comes from. Duh.
I don't know if they actually make run it. I know Gentoo is one that makes OpenRC. That might be where you're picking that up.
I don't know if they make it, but I know Void's the one that made like run it big. Like that's where run it. Wait, hold on. I'm pretty sure run it does come from Void. The author is Garrett Pape. Who's the creator of? I don't know. I'm not going to dive into this.
Let's see. Let's go to the Run It website, which is conveniently located at smarden.org/runit.
Well, so wait, history. Who created Void? Because I mean, it could just be like whoever created Void like made Run It and then decided to make an OS around it. I have no idea.
Well, let me pull up the Void Linux Wikipedia page.
Okay, it's apparently Alt X Doctor. Okay, let's.
Did we try that?
I thought we did, but maybe not. Alt X Doctor. No, we did not. Because here it is, Doctor. I am a psychotherapist. Please describe your problems. Type ret twice.
You should go through that.
Okay. Can I start typing? Yes. Okay. My
he will ask you
titties
questions, and then you just give him answers, and then hit return.
hurt. Escape. Okay, that didn't work. Apparently, that's not a real question. Okay, so let's see. How? Wait, why do you say that? Oh, well, I don't know.
This actually looks like pretty cancerous to do when you're using evil mode.
Because my dad hits me.
It was Juan Romero Pardines is this guy that created Void?
You need to press enter twice.
Yeah, you need that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can already tell you if this is Emacs's version
It's not Emacs's version of him tutor by any means.
I really hope not.
It's just a game.
Oh, it's a game. Okay.
Yeah, it's a game. You know, like those old chat platforms that you could just go into and then just like talk to an AI robot.
No.
Oh, well, that's basically what that is. It asks you questions. You give it answers, and then it asks questions based off of the answers that you gave it, and then it just does that on an endless loop.
Maybe I need to put the magic question mark at the end.
Maybe you should just disable evil mode.
What do you think? Well, fuck you. No, not fuck your. I would appreciate it if you watch your tongue. What the? Don't talk to me like this. What? Are you afraid of that? I ain't afraid of you, pussy. Come get some. You won't. Someone. Oh my my god, I love it somewhat.
You've never been through that before?
No, I've never done this before. This is actually pretty fun.
You've also got Tetris too, if you want to play some Tetris in Emacs.
Oh. Yeah, I don't.
But you know, it's there.
That's like you know, like when like car manufacturers like, hey, we have like 18 different useless features that you'll never use. It's like I mean, the car's it's only $500 extra. It's there. Like you might want it one day. Like I'm sure one of these days we're gonna have like cars with like fucking Keurigs in them. I'm sure that's already a thing.
What do you mean you're sure we're gonna have them? We already do. Mercedes actually does make a full-size van that actually has a built-in coffee maker.
Of course. Bro, just make a cup of coffee and then hop in the car. Like, just I know that's an insane statement. Like, but okay, so Nixos is my new distro. I have no idea when I'll install it, but yeah.
When you get around to it, that's when. You know, eventually Fedora's, you're going to like go to install something in Fedora and it just doesn't work for you. So you're just like, yeah, I don't want to deal with this.
No, I don't want the Nixos package manager. I want Nixos, the Linux distribution. Yeah, okay. Oh, see, here's another thing, okay? I swear to God, how in the software community is like designers just like really good designers so far and few in between? If I go to your Linux distributions website, when I click download, crazy idea, I probably want to get the Linux distribution first.
That's too easy.
Crazy. I know that's insane, but you probably want to put this at the top and this at the bottom. Just an insane idea. Crazy. Wait, hold on. Download. Wait. Does not contain graphical user interface and therefore is a lot smaller. You have to run the installer from the console. It contains a number
use
of
the live environment. It'll work so much easier for you.
But I don't want GNOME.
It doesn't matter. Like, literally, it doesn't matter. You can boot up, like, the Plasma version, and then just, like, use that to install XFCE. I'm sorry, I'm playing Tetris right now, so...
Oh, that's fine, that's fine.
I'm not paying too much attention as to what you're doing.
And yes, guys, I am farting on stream, okay? Like, look, I have no idea what it is. Well, actually, I know what it is. My mom had me clear out a whole bunch of alcohol, so I drank a whole bunch of beer. That's probably what's making me gassy. So, yes, I apologize for acting like an animal on the stream, okay? You're getting real me. And if by design, it's by design to sort out the normies. That's a very... Hey, that's not a good statement. You can experiment in a VM and stay alive if that's what you want to do. Then just copy your config to metal when you get around to it.
Yep.
Okay. Installation ISO contains Nix installer as well as desktop environment. It's a live CD, so it allows you to get an impression of Nix.
It's just a live CD. It's not an actual installer. There is no such thing as an actual install media.
It's kind of like Gen 2. You can just install this bitch from everywhere.
It's kind of like Gen 2, except that's best served using like the stuff that they provide.
Yes, Mintalk. Thank you for recommending me try that out. That was actually pretty fun. I didn't mean like I just didn't want it to install GNOME like by default. Like,
it's not going to install GNOME.
That's what I meant.
It's going to install whatever you tell it to install. Like you remember like that one distro hacking episode where it's just like I came in and I was just doing nothing but just like jumping between desktop environments.
Mm-hmm.
That I was doing that with Nixos.
Oh, okay.
And like I told it to, I started with GNOME, and then I told it to remove GNOME and install KDE, reboot the system, and then I told it to remove KDE, install XFCE, and then I rebooted the system. And every time I opened up the desktop environment, I had like no KDE applications inside XFCE or no GNOME applications inside of KDE.
I'm very, very, very interested.
Yeah, like once you take the time to actually wrap your head around the configuration file, it's actually really cool. I'm not gonna say that it's like the best distribution for your use case, because it's definitely not the best distribution for my use case, but it's cool nonetheless.
Well, wait, hold on. So the thing that I get from NixOS that makes it like really, really good is like its reproducibility across a lot of systems. Yep. And that for me is not an important thing.
Now, say you want to like use like ZFS on root, but you don't want to deal with the DKMS modules. NixOS will actually compile native ZFS support into the Linux kernel. And if for some reason that fails, it just won't update the kernel.
Yeah,
So
you'll the NixOS Foundation aims to promote participation without regard to gender, sexual orientation, disability, ethnicity, age, or similar personal characteristics.
Yeah, they have a code of conduct.
Yeah, I like that. It's just also weird that we live in a day and age where it's like, it's a nice thing to just say that. Like, it's just weird that there are so many like free and open source software projects where it's like, yeah, but we also kind of like are anti-Semitic. It's like, what?
Yeah.
It's weird that in the software space that's a thing. Like I can understand like in politics or shit, but just being like yeah, I'll make a text editor, but also by the way, I'm an anti-Semite, so like what? Huh?
Have you ever read the license for SQLite?
No, I have not.
You will have a kick if you ever read that, because it tells you that you need to embrace God in your life. At least I think it's SQLite. It's one of those small database projects.
I probably would get a kick out of that. Like, there's nothing better than Bible beating someone as they're reading through your documentation on your software. It's pretty nice.
And it's in the license too. So this is like, I have to become Christian, otherwise I'm not allowed to use this.
It's part of the license. Like you have to accept Christ into your life to use it. That's so funny. Oh my god.
I don't think it's actually a hard requirement there.
The good thing with NixOS is you can play with Rust again. It's Linux. I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah, the install ISO contains a predefined config that will actually install GNOME or KDE. Okay, well, as long as I can change it, that's fine. And also what's cool is that you can easily roll back to a previous generation. Incredibly easy.
Yeah, like, have you ever installed, like, OpenSUSE before and then just looked at, like, how they do ButterFS snapshots? How they show up in, like, the boot menu and all that?
Oh, wait. You're talking about ButterFS snapshots. Yeah.
It does that for, like, NixOS does that with the Nix packages. So, like, when they're talking about generations, that's basically your system's timeline of updates.
Hold on. CO said GNOME has some crazy shit too, anti-white shit. How could GNOME possibly have anti-white shit in their stuff?
It actually does not. It does not actually have anti-white stuff.
I'd be surprised if it did, because I'm like, they choose a light theme by default. Like, how can you hate white when that's what you choose
but,
default color?
If you read their code of conduct, it does have some concerning things in it.
Yes, it does. I remember when that was like big news. Like, yeah, it Yeah, it's not the most tasteful thing. Rust is the past. Now we are going to learn eLisp.
Yeah, the
Sorry.
biggest complaint that I really have about the GNOME code of conduct is that if you're with another person talking about GNOME, you're technically having a GNOME conference. So
Yep.
that means that they can ban you and me for like just having a casual chat and then violating their GNOME code of conduct, which means that you and I are both immediately banned from any GNOME event.
That's happened, like, not just once. It's happened a handful of times where they've banned people for just having conversations, like over Discord or wherever.
Yeah.
Like,
And like that's just getting that's overreaching basically.
well, it's not even overreach. That's insane. It's genuinely insane. Like, also it's just weird in the free software space. Like, the free software space is like the last place where we should be censored. Like, look, I don't agree with a lot of stuff that Stallman says, but the idea that you're gonna shut Stallman up or cancel him or make sure that he doesn't have a position where he can do anything in the free software space is like genuinely insane. Like, do you not know what, like, the whole thing is about your freedom? Like, if you don't agree with someone, don't support the shit that they're involved in. Like,
Well, Audacity found out that the almost the hard way that the GPL says that you cannot restrict anybody's access to the software.
you know, install the bash completion already. What do you mean?
We don't need bash completions.
Yeah,
Nope, we don't need bash completions. We actually need to learn how to actually type in our commands properly.
ZSH has that by default where it just completes the command that you're running for you.
Yeah, I have never used ZSH, and I'm scared every time I load into it. It starts playing like 30 questions. Just like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just going to nope out.
I've used ZSH in the past. The thing about like command completion is like I really don't need it. Like it's not that it's not good or that anything. It's just I don't need it. Like if I'm running commands and they're long as shit, I'll just alias them. Like that. I thought that's what everybody did. If you have an insanely long command that you're going to be running,
I mean, if you're running a shell that does completions like anywhere similar to like how Fish does their command completion based off of like the history, then you're probably not going to set up too many aliases. But you should probably set aliases in your shell because even I call aliases because I don't want to have to like manually move into /etc/kernel/sources or whatever, and then call gen kernel with all the flags that I use to compile my kernel. No, I'd rather just alias all that shit to kernel up because I'm using gen 2. So it's just like, let's make my life a little easier.
You know what? I might just do a radical change. I might go over to Nix, use CSH, just change fucking everything up. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Use Nix, go all in Nix, set up like home manager to like manage even your home's dot files.
See, like this is what I need to do. I need to change up everything. Like I'll just use a new shell. I'll use ZSH as my shell. I'll keep using Doom Emacs, which I'm completely not familiar with. I'll just change up everything. I'll just use everything as something different that I'm not used to. Sounds good. I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
I'll tell you what could possibly go wrong. Doom Emacs will not work on NixOS if you use their installation method.
Why is that?
Because the Emacs binary is not in /user bin. That's why.
Ah, nice. Okay. Great. See, the only time I use completions is running through subcommands, flags, whatever, because if I'm halfway through a command, I don't want to control C to... Yeah, I'm not really ever doing that shit. change to Windows. Oh my God. I mean, that wouldn't even be a challenge. Like install Windows and then just try not to get pissed off with it.
Mhm.
That's not really much of a challenge. I mean, it's not like all I'd have to do is just not try and play with too much and just play games and I'd have a great time. Like, great time. I mean,
Yeah.
I do.
That said, when you're setting up like a NixOS distribution and like you want to go deep into it, you're basically going to be like more of a programmer than like a script kiddie configuring their distribution. And honestly, I just kind of find that fun. But I just figured I'd drop that fair warning for you ahead of time.
Oh, hold on. I have to address Peter's comment. Live in Debian stable for a month. Straight up, I'll do it for $200. But any lower than that, it's not happening. I can't.
Before I
can't
discovered the glory that is Portage, I lived in Debian stable for over 6 years.
I can't. Debian does a whole bunch of shit with their packages that I just don't like. And it's not like it's wrong or right or anything. It's just I don't like it. Temple OS was ahead of the curve. If only Temple OS was. Hold on. There's too many features for me to talk about that aren't existent in Temple OS. So if only it had all of those. I mean, off the top of my head, being single threaded only, kind of an issue. Just
Well, you know, back in the day, there was only one CPU core.
yeah, and back in the day, we used to own one another. So that doesn't really work out because we shouldn't be doing shit the same way that we were doing it 100 years ago. Just saying. Novel idea. Grow as people, individuals and as a whole. I've been living in Debian stable for 3 months. Hey, I'm not saying it's bad. Just not for me. I really wouldn't like it. I'd rather have stale bread than stale packages. Facts.
They're not really that stale. Not right now, at least.
Emacs is not bad, but could be better. I don't even know how it could be better, but yeah. I mean,
the wonderful thing about Emacs is that it's a lot like Vim. It's as good as you make it. So it's just like it's not that it could be better. It's just that you need to make it better. It doesn't come out of the box all fancy like like your VS codes or anything like that. Not like even Vim's actually kind of terrible if you're using just vanilla Vim.
well, I've used just vanilla Vim for a long time. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's not as good as it could be if you extended it. And the thing about Emacs by comparison is because of it essentially needing to be a GUI program to actually like be half decent, it look like Vim. It's pretty easy to have Vim look good because if your terminal looks good, then default out of the box Vim will look good. Emacs by comparison, like, I'm sorry, the Emacs. Now look, I'm sure there's going to be some people in this stream that would disagree with this, and they enjoy the way Emacs looks out of the box, but it looks fucking atrocious, in my opinion.
it does look kind of bad out of the box.
I personally, I would not even describe it as kind of bad. It looks fucking atrocious, but does at the very least function. Like, you can change it, but that's my main thing about vanilla Emacs is compared to Vim. If you want to start there, it's a much more complex thing to get it to look the way that you want to like, because not only are you going to have to obviously learn the key bindings, learn like all that you can do with it out of the box, but you also have to spend some time getting it set up. I think Smoy, I think Peter does enjoy the default theme, which again, You know, that's what I'm saying. I'm sure there's some people in here who do like the default look, but in my
Yeah, some
opinion,
people are savages.
and look, like the thing is, it's my opinion. Like, and I've publicly stated many times, I'm an idiot. So I don't see why you'd be offended by an idiot's opinion on the default look at Emacs. Okay, so I have got the ISO for Nix downloaded. I have no idea when I'll check that out. Oh my god, it's 2:00 in the morning. Okay, boys.
I did send you the Fedora one-shot command to completely set up a virtualization environment with a tool called Virt Manager. All you need to do is just start the libvirtd systemd service.
Yeah, I've used Virt Manager before. It's pretty nice, but again, I won't be virtualizing. I'll just load it up, install it on the system. It's fine.
Okay.
I'll do a little backy poo, and it'll be good.
Yep. I mean, that works too. That said, when you boot into the live environment, you want to look at the Nixos help page that they have in like the environment itself, and that is a very well documented installation guide. Like it walks you through everything. I do highly recommend just taking a quick moment looking at my GitLab in my Nixos configuration, because I at least show how a user is set up too. Because if you don't set up the user account in the Nixos configuration, your user account actually will not be persistent.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna assume it's in your dot files.
Not my dot files. It's a separate repository.
Okay. NixOS. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I've got a couple scripts in here too that do stuff, but like if you go into
configure systems,
systems configuration.nix, you can see that the very first thing I do at the top of the configuration file is I enable the non-free repositories, because I like my Steam.
Yeah, same. Same.
Lighted my NixOS file. I actually sorted out the tables, so it's going to look fairly different from like the sample configuration file that they show you in like the installation media. Because I kind of wrote this kind of like how I was writing a Lua program, because the Nix syntax is actually very similar to Lua.
Okay.
But I'm setting up repositories. I'm importing the hardware configuration. I'm setting my bootloader, which I'm using systemd boot. I'm enabling the kernel module for the V4L2 loopback, because I love my virtual cameras in OBS. Networking, I'm where it says network manager .enable equals true. That's going to tell NixOS to install and configure network manager with the default settings. The firewall rules are like silly easy. Like holy shit. It's like that's an easy firewall to configure right there. IP tables be damned.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go through here 100%.
Yeah, 100%. just kind of scroll through it. I did move a lot of stuff around, so when you go to like configuring the configuration file in the live environment, it's going to be different from how it looks. But you can also just copy paste that file, and it'll install that.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to check this out and get understanding the config file. Oh.
But yeah, if you scroll down to like line 182, that's where I set the user account.
182. Okay, define user account. Users Joshua as normal user, shell pkg.bash, home/Joshua, initial password. Wait, yeah, initial password. What's that?
Yes. Okay, so I said that user accounts are not persistent. What the initial password does is it puts a initial password on the user. So like you put that on there, and then you can just change it after that, and it'll actually save the new password. The reason why I put that on there is that since I'm creating the user, my user doesn't have a password, which means that I can't log into that user. So I need a password. So that's what
Oh,
the initial password's for.
gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Hmm, okay. Gotcha. Hmm. All right. Well, boys, it's getting super late. I apparently am going to see some friends super early in the morning. So, yay. So I'm going to have to go ahead and end the stream here. But thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody for recommendations and in general, just, you know, being here, having a good time, talking. So hopefully all you guys will have a fantastic rest of the night, day, middle of the night. I have no idea wherever it is where you are. Hopefully you have a good one. And I'll see you in the next stream. Oh boy.